Hi, I'm Robert Begley with day 108 of my video challenge. We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and to posterity, do ordain and establish this Constitution of the United States. This is the law of the land, something that George Washington himself says the Constitution is the guide which I will never abandon. Thank you, George Washington. Thank you, Alexander Hamilton, James Madison, John Jay, and other framers of this document and this idea. Because guess what? The Declaration, July 4th, 1776, pivotal moment in human history, but frankly, it's a divorce from Britain. Still have to win the war. Then after you win the war, you still have to determine what kind of country will you have. Will it be a feudal, agrarian, slave-based society, which is what much of the South was, or an industrial, pro-business, pro-banking, northern type of country, or some kind of mixture, because it was some kind of mixture, at least for the first 80 years until the Civil War wiped out slavery. And we have complaints about America that why couldn't they get rid of slavery from the beginning? Okay, this institution, this brutal institution, has been around since humans have been around. So to think that it's going to be eliminated within a couple of decades of a new country being started is preposterous. All right, that's dropping the context of what life was back then. Fortunately, America did see that contradiction and addressed it. But even taking a step back, there was something called the Articles of Confederation, which was the prior law of the land during the Revolutionary War. And after the war, the debt was so high to pay. Guess what? Wars cost money, and someone has to pay for it. And many didn't want to. They wanted to just wash their hands, kind of like student debt now. And what would that do? That would say the US had no credibility with Europe and other established banks and countries that had money. There were border disputes. There were currency disputes. Spain closed the port of New Orleans. There was no military to go in there and say, no, you can't do that. There were Brits still on American soil. So Hamilton and Washington and Madison, again, among others, decided, no, we need to scrap this Articles of Confederation and find a way to unite the states. No more 13 free and independent states. We need the United States of America. That's what they did, starting September 17th, 1787. And then it took 2 full years for it to be ratified. The rule was 9 of the 13 states needed to approve the Constitution. And many were against it. They were called anti-federalists. They were against it from the beginning. So Hamilton conceived of this idea, writing the Federalist Papers, which shows the nuts and bolts, the separation of powers, and how different this republic would be. Because he says the question is, will America be like all the other countries that are created by accident and force, or by persuasion? Okay, by reason and persuasion. That's what he's talking about. Because guess what? America was born during the age of reason and enlightenment. This is all quick history lesson, stuff you don't really learn in school anymore. But as you can see, I'm passionate about the U.S. Constitution. So in 2 days, I plan to celebrate it with my dearest Carrie Ann. Every year, we read this on September 17th. And I've written a couple of pieces in the Objective Standard first about the celebrating the Constitution, and then about the impact of the Federalist Papers. And tomorrow on the Hero Show, that'll be the topic that we discuss. So We'll see you tomorrow with day 109 of 77 day. Well, we're way past 77 day of my video challenge. Signing off.